her eyes. Got it. Oh, riding in my feet. You really have to see it. 6'2" with a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I've got a knack to relax. Are you doing the flip? What are you doing?
YouTube video.
Okay, look, she's got dirt all over her keyboard. It's literally dirt. Look, look at my finger in the dirt. Oh god! My finger look. She's got special covers on her like for her keyboard. So you can see it, but it doesn't get dirty when you press the keys. So she already got it really dirty. What's that? Go away! Riding in my feet. You really have to. Why is it all got the why is it all got fleece on it? Just a fleece. What is this PowerPoint? It's in different positions. He's moving.
No, I don't want this one though. I want that one. No, I don't want that one.
The flea.
I want that one.
I've got a knack to relax.
No, I don't want that one either. Though. I want that one. No, I don't. I want that one.
Well, pick a choice and choose a pick. And then be happy with the choice.
Look at how pretty the trees look.
Interesting, so I turned it off. Who's that?
Me.
Is that your friends?
Yeah, it's me and my friends.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Who are those people?
So,
That's Shaggy, that's Velma.
that one's that one, and that's that.
That's an Arctic swirl.
That's Emily. She's Maria. That's Georgie. That's... Stop it, that one's Mia.
Where have they gone? Who's under those?
I was gonna say Izzy, those are my hands.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's happened? Whoa! Is that fingerprint scanner? Whoa! I think it's going to electroshock.
Don't exit! No! I haven't saved
Why
it
did you
yet.
just click save instead of not exit? Yeah, it's going to exit.
Sorry.
Where did you save it? Where did you save it? Tom, ha!
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, so where is it, Iris? So where did you put it?
So I literally
this photo.
have 34 minutes to make this
I love this
presentation.
photo. You look really great in it. I get it, you're a flea. Bitch, start the play. You're such a plague on my life. I like that one. Let's get an accurate one.
Oh, we can go back.
I don't want to. Is that going back, is it? What are you doing? Oh, it was clip art, the only word you were looking for.
Clip art? Are you kidding me?
It says it right there.
I'm obsessed with clip art.
So where are the real fleas?
Give me a second.
You shouldn't look any up.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I don't think you did. That's a stock image of a flea.
Stop it.
Ooh, practice makes permanent. What the fuck does that mean?
Inspirational.
Practice makes permanent.
Look, if you never did, you should. These things are fun and fun is good. Who said that?
You.
Probably Dr. Seuss, yeah, I was going to say. It sounds like
I
him.
said you, not Dr. Seuss.
What?
I said you and you said, yeah, probably Dr. Seuss. Yeah, sounds like him.
Because it
Like
says
you
it
were
right-
agreeing with me.
No, I was agreeing with the laptop.
Oh, well it should know, shouldn't it?
Ooh, he's coming up the steps. Don't! There's important
I was
things on
looking
there.
at the way weather.
The worldwide weather.
Hey girl. are you guys doing?
I'm doing my homework, but Bo's distracting me.
She's filming it as well. She's a voyeur.
I wonder if I got that on camera.
I don't think you did.
Neither do I. What was it?
I just not rocketed as I sneezed.
Kat, you look so lovely. It's on the 0.5 camera, it's on this one.
So it's really complimentary.
No, it's supposed to be uncomplimentary.
No,
Somehow
that's-
it's complimentary on you. Look at how small her head looks.
Is she fucking small?
I'm gonna go.
Anyway, the flea's back. So. Oh, that's not really going to work, is it? So this isn't going to work. This is 6 minutes long.
Oh no, I get to delete the first half because it wasn't a landscape.
You get to. Oh, lucky you. Is it just me that girl but she's already 30 with it?
Oh, I just
Like a cool 30.
No, I know exactly what you mean and I'm absolutely obsessed with it.
There you go, I've spelled it right for you.
Get your hands off it.
You want me to read it to you? Mark but this flea and mark and this, how little that which thou deniest me is. It sucked to me first, and now sucks thee, and in this flea our blood's mingled be. Thou know'st that this cannot be said, a sin nor shame nor loss of maidenhead. Yet this enjoy before it woo and pampered swells with one blood made of two.
We're
and
so
this,
annoying
alas, is more
to
than we
everyone
would
in
do.
the sitcom. Like they actually probably hate us.
You know what the thing is? The first time I ever read the John Blum poems, when I started them, I just didn't understand them. But now I read them, I know what they're saying because I already know what they mean.
See all the gold in there.
Yeah, because it's a spangly keyboard. What's this?
This is York Notes on John Donne.
That's so fun.
I've literally had a conversation about it with you.
We have.
The flea.
Look at that couple fighting.
I
I need
love.
to call the domestic abuse hotline.
They are couple goals, to be honest.
Okay, girl.
What? They are though. No, not because of what they're doing. No, I just mean in general.
It's not even what I was thinking.
What do you mean? Look at you in your what? Am I what?
I didn't say look at you and your anything.
I thought you said look at you in your like stalking.
You've made this more than it was.
No one ever.
You and
talks-
your romance books that are all smart.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never read a romance book. They're so uncultured.
They're literally all smart.
I only read classics. Like Jane Austen.
So what happens in Northanger Abbey? Where's it set?
Northanger Abbey.
Where is that?
In the Highlands.
In Bath. You're thinking of the Brontes.
Which one am I thinking of?
The
Wuthering Heights.
That's the Brontes. That's Emily or Charlotte. What is it?
It's Emily.
Charlotte to Jane Eyre.
I love Jane Eyre.
My mum went there.
To Jane
To
Eyre.
Yorkshire. And she was on the street and she sent a photo of it and I was like, is that the street from Wild Child? And it was. Veg.
Can you just get?
No, I didn't want to be in it
Stop
more.
distracting
It's a bad angle.
What do you mean? It's the best angle ever.
That's better.
It's from there. It's from down there. I know you can't flip it because it'll be upside down.
I've got a knack. I'm just going to get rid of all of this.
Whatever. I literally don't appreciate.
Did you just
the
call me a
help.
slapper?
I said whatever.
You slapper.
The flea is characteristic.
Oh, it's still filming.
Well, I'm
You can't,
filming.
it's filming, Kat. Well, you watch the video when we post it.
The poet usually envied the flea its freedoms on the mistress's body or its death at her hands.
So tell me about the poem The Flea by John Donne. Give me a presentation.
The poet usually envied the flea its freedoms on his mistress's body or its death
It's a very
at her
boring
hands.
presentation,
Well,
just reading off a piece of
ecstasy
paper.
of its contact with her. No, neither do I.
Which one?
That's incorrect. Anyway, I
Like,
remember
he envies the free because of his
No, he's
freedom
just like,
on the...
we basically have sex.
on his mistress's body.
Do you know, I once was a reader in a school play. There were 3 news reporters. It was like the main reading part. And there was one in each year. And I was so, like, just, like, bad at timing my reading that I would go like this. It was like the last line of the entire play. And I'd go like, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been lovely seeing you. Good night. Like, I would never be able to remember the words. So I'd finish like that. And my teacher got really annoyed at me.
How old were you?
Like 6. I got the main reading part though.
I hate
In a
your
whole
teacher.
primary school.
Whatever.
You can fuck off.
This person hasn't even spoken about how The Flea is the most metaphysical poem. You're like...
I would just feel like a Roman emperor.
That's so inconvenient.
No, because I don't know. Oh, it's so funny. These are really good grapes.
I want some.
Then have one.
I'm not at home.
These are Jacks.
I'm about to say, like, oh no, I feel so bad at eating fruit.
Did you know grapes is the thing you're most likely to choke on?
I have 25 minutes. I mean,
Not my
technically
fault.
she said end of the day on Friday. If I email it to her at midnight.
It's not even Friday.
What?
That's tomorrow.
No. Wait, what?
What? You got my phone, it's in French. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. It is Friday.
Did you know I missed the French lesson in year 7 where we learned the days of the weeks? And I never learned. And I do not know what they are. I couldn't
You
tell
never picked it up when you do the months.
We learned the months.
Before we sat down, she'd make us count to 100, do all the months, do all the days,
I used to just stand there
and all the verbs.
I used to just stand there and go.
Sounds fucking
da,
mental.
da, da.
That's so weird that she made us do all of that before we sat down.
Well, it's normal
1,
actually.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do you say what is the date of your birthday? Quel est la date de ton anniversaire?
And it said kill hour. Like chapter kill hour.
Quelle hour? Quelle heure?
Kill hour.
Just quelle hour?
Oh, I can't speak a single word of French anymore.
Change your phone to French.
Except for est-ce que je peux enlever ma veste?
Can I take off my shirt?
Like-
he said that to his teacher that wasn't French. And he was like, what does that mean? So can I take off my shirt? And he was like, I was like, yeah, 8. And he was like, no, I'm in my blazer. And he was like, why didn't you just say that? Quelle est la date de ton anniversaire?
What does that mean?
What is the date of your birthday?
Oh, I couldn't tell you in French, but I can tell you in English.
4 de le 4 de le 4. Your birthday is 4 de avril de 2 millions milliards et 4. Okay.
Did you know?
I'm teaching you.
Did you know that I never learned how to say like I have one cat in French? So I used to always say I have a dog, even when I didn't have a dog anymore. Because you can. Oh no, that was it. I couldn't say I don't have any pets. So I just used to say I have one
have a dog.
because that's the only thing I remembered in year 7.
I have.
And I always used to say, my brothers are boring and uncool or something. And Miss Harrison would be like, don't you have any other things to describe them with? And I'd be like, no.
Un est très grande.
Shut it.
One is very big.
Shut it. He wasn't at the time, he was smaller than me. So
Est
shut it.
très small.
We forgot petite. Even I find her petite. Petite.
I'm petite.
I'm a little bit petite.
I'm a little bit on the petite side, but
Just a tad petite.
that sounds like what Lady Fairweather would say to Madame Dubidibit if she wanted a dress. I'm a little bit petite when she's not.
Wait, who would say it to who on what?
Lady Fairweather.
On what?
To Madame Dubidibit.
Who's that?
In Bridgerton.
Who are those people?
Lady Fairweather. Fairweather.
I don't know who you're saying.
Ken's mum. The one with the 50s dress.
Are they not Featheringtons?
Oh, the Featherington.
I was like, oh, who's this character that I missed out on?
The Lady Fairweather.
Featherington.
Featherington. It's the same thing.
New critical approaches to John Donne in the 20th century.
Don't want them, though.
Psychoanalytic readings.
Oh, I want to read that.
Page 124.
He was.
He
got no
messed up.
bitches.
He should be put.
He was light. He got no bitches. Oh no, it's so long.
Well, I'm going to read it.
I'm listening.
We shall return later to the idea of
Okay, we're done here. There's just no noise. What can I keep recording? This is still recording. I hope it's still
17 minutes long. This is going to be our longest video. Right.
Anyway.
We shall return later to the idea of coherence. See post-structural reading.
Sorry, I just remembered Alison in minutes. It's just really good. Keep going.
Okay. It might be useful first to note two ways of reading Donne, which we might have expected to be widely tried, but which in fact have to date made little impact. The first of these is through the techniques of psychoanalysis. We know a great deal about the external facts of Donne's family, Donne's life, his family, education, career, marriage, and so on, much more than we do about most of his contemporaries. We also have a considerable amount of written material from his own hand, not just the poems, but a variety of religious writings, including pamphlets, meditations written for his private use, and many of his sermons, as well as a treatise in defence of suicide, and a large number of his letters. Why did he not read any of this?
In defence of suicide?
Because you know how it was like, oh, if you commit suicide, you're going to hell.
Oh, so he was like, no, it's fine. It's fine, you'll be fine. Just kill yourself.
Do you think he made a pamphlet about that? I want to see one of his religious pamphlets.
Pamphlet advocating for suicide.
That's dreadful, Donne. John, get your shit together. These documents, taken together, suggest a man of deep contradictions. To take only one example, we cannot be sure whether he left the Catholic faith and accepted the teachings of the Church of England because he was led to do so by his conscience, or whether he chose to do so because his Catholicism stood in the way of his career. It might seem then that a psychoanalytic approach to his work would be rewarding, all the more perhaps since the work of Freud,
Did Donne fuck his mum?
in particular, was coming to be well known just as Donne was acquiring his modern reputation. In fact, while many critics have hazarded a guess at Donne's motives, including those which might have remained hidden even from himself, there has been no serious attempt at psychoanalytic reading. The critic who has made the most intriguing comments in this line is John Carey in his Donne, Life, Mind and Art. Hey!
I love that most of this YouTube video is you just reading.
I love Faber, and I think they have an obsession with John Donne because they also recently published another biography of John Donne. Anyway, right. Two examples will suggest something of the strengths and limitations of this kind of criticism. Carey notes that the sexual bravado of such poems such as Elegy to His Mistress Going to Bed, and wonders how far this defiant assertion of his masculinity might have been prompted by Donne's memory of witnessing the torture and execution of Catholic priests, which included their public emasculation.
So why didn't we learn any about this for context?
He also comments on the difficulties Donne must have faced in choosing to reject the Catholicism for which so many of his family have suffered death or exile, and suggests that the preoccupation with change and infidelity, which marks many of the songs and sonnets, may be understood as a displacement of Donne's guilt at what some of his friends and family might have considered his act of betrayal. I feel bad he's gone now.
Well, I mean, his brother was killed, wasn't he?
Yeah. How should we? No, his brother starved to death in a prison for being Catholic. How should we respond to these suggestions? One reply might be that we have to note, as Carey
Iris, you need to do your flea presentation. You.
15 minutes, and there's not much left. I'm halfway through it.
No, isn't that the same time it was when you last checked?
No, it's 15 minutes past.
Oh yeah, it's 15 minutes.
As Carey himself does, that we cannot come to a conclusion about the reality of motives of which Donne himself
basically
might have been unaware.
therapy.
In its cruder form, psychoanalytic criticism has sometimes made itself unanswerable if the reader does not accept the critic's interpretations of Hamlet as a play shaped by the Oedipus complex, as described by Freud. That is because the reader cannot admit that he too has been shaped by that complex. There is nothing in Carey's position as crude as this, but we might still be unsure what we can do with an interpretation of Donne, which neither we nor Donne himself could set him before us, can ever confirm or deny. The second point to be made about this kind of criticism is closely related to the first. If Carey's suggestions are accepted, what does that tell us about the poem? The discussion offered earlier of the anniversary presents it as a poem about the way men and women in love wish to use such words as forever. Yet, that's really, we could have used that for devotion.
Yeah.
Yet know both that they can not do so, we are mortal and we change, and that they must do so. Only if we have some faith can we risk ourselves in love. If we take Carey's view that lying behind such a beautiful poem is Donne's guilt of his apostasy, this will not turn it into a coded poem about religious betrayal. What it will do, and do usefully, is remind us how our most profound beliefs and feelings in one area of our lives may have been formed in some quite different area. We are much less transparent to ourselves than we would like to believe, but while this is true and important, it leaves the anniversary much as it is.
Wow. What was this bit?
This is gender readings. This is really interesting, I really recommend it.
This is actually really interesting. What other bits are there? You do your essay. Your
PowerPoint. So I need it, because I'm taking stuff from there.
Oh.
So it's fine, I can do this stuff first. I fear this YouTube video may have gone on
too long.
So we must say goodbye.
Au revoir and
Au revoir.
goodbye and Auf Wiedersehen and what's
I can't
Spanish?
remember No.
What's Spanish for goodbye? Spanish for goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Adios.
Bye.
Adios.
No, wait.
Adios, adios.
I thought you were going to start singing this.
Positive vibrations.
Despacito.
They wastewater.
It's classic, yeah.
Is it like fast?
Oh. This is the goodbye. This is the end of the video. What are you doing?
Adios. Ciao.
Oh.
I hate to go and speak inside.
Wiedersehen, adieu.
Adieu to you and you and you.
Things you can't even sing or scream.
And taste my first champagne. Oh, Queen. Look at her in the background. Queen.
Bye, hon.
Bye. Farewell. Saying goodnight. Oh, go King. Slay. You can't see it. It's just us. I flitty, flitty, fly.
The youngest is my favourite.
I know, she's literally my fave.
Icon. material.
Absolute icon, like the baby and Nanny McPhee. Let's go to bed and say oh, she's so cute. Those guests, if I were one of those guests, I'd be like, okay, I want to get pissed now. Can you shut up? No, I want to go dance.
Okay, goodbye.
In the secret garden.
Goodbye. Say goodbye. Say
Goodbye.
There's no secret garden. Sound of music.
No, you know when they go dance